Welcome to our lesson on heterogeneous mixtures. In chemistry, understanding different types of mixtures is fundamental to grasping how matter behaves. Today, we'll explore mixtures where you can actually see the different parts that make them up. These are called heterogeneous mixtures, and they're all around us in everyday life. A heterogeneous mixture is a type of mixture where different components are visibly distinct and not uniformly distributed throughout. In simpler terms, you can look at a heterogeneous mixture and see that it's made up of different parts. Unlike homogeneous mixtures, where everything looks the same, heterogeneous mixtures have visible boundaries between their components. Heterogeneous mixtures have four key characteristics. First, they have non-uniform composition, meaning the properties vary from one region to another within the mixture. Second, they are physically separable, so you can separate the components using physical methods without chemical reactions. Third, they have visible boundaries where you can clearly see the distinction between different substances. And fourth, they contain distinct phases, meaning two or more separate phases are present in the mixture. There are two main types of heterogeneous mixtures: suspensions and colloids. Suspensions contain large particles that settle over time and can be filtered out. Think of sand and water. Colloids, on the other hand, contain medium-sized particles that remain dispersed throughout the mixture and have the ability to scatter light. This is known as the Tyndall effect. Milk is a common example of a colloid. Let's look at some everyday examples of heterogeneous mixtures involving solids. A salad is a perfect example where you can clearly see lettuce, tomatoes, and other vegetables as separate components. Granite, the rock, is a mixture of different minerals like quartz, feldspar, and mica all mixed together. Trail mix is another common example with nuts, dried fruits, and chocolate pieces that you can easily distinguish from one another. Now let's explore liquid-based heterogeneous mixtures. Oil and water form two distinct layers that don't mix, making it easy to see both components. Orange juice with pulp is another example where pulp particles are suspended in the liquid. Muddy water shows soil particles dispersed throughout water, creating a cloudy appearance that clearly indicates it's not uniform. Heterogeneous mixtures also exist in gaseous forms, often called aerosols. Clouds are collections of water droplets suspended in air. Smoke consists of solid particles dispersed in air, which is why you can see it. Fog is made up of tiny water droplets suspended in air near the ground, reducing visibility. All of these demonstrate that heterogeneous mixtures aren't limited to just solids and liquids. One important characteristic of heterogeneous mixtures is that their components can be separated using physical methods. Filtration uses a filter to separate solids from liquids. Handpicking allows you to manually separate larger visible components. Magnetic separation uses magnets to remove magnetic materials from non-magnetic ones. Decantation involves carefully pouring off the liquid after solids have settled at the bottom. These methods don't require chemical reactions, just physical processes. To summarize, heterogeneous mixtures have three defining features. They have visible boundaries between components, so you can see where one substance ends and another begins. Each part maintains its own distinct properties, meaning the components don't lose their individual characteristics. And finally, the components can be physically separated using methods like filtration, magnetic separation, or handpicking. Understanding heterogeneous mixtures helps us make sense of the diverse forms of matter we encounter every day.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.